Okay, good day everyone. Today our topic is all about ellipse. In ellipse, it has two types. First, the major horizontal axis and the major vertical axis. But before that, the ellipse is the same with the circle. It has a center which is h, k. And also, it's the same with the parabola, but here it has two vertices. It's v1 and v2, which is the major or the principal axis. And then the focus 1, focus 2, it's called here foci. The foci is the plural of the focus. And then W1, W2 is the minor axis of the co-vertices. So when do we know that it is a major horizontal axis or major vertical axis? So you will know if your vertex and your focus lies on the x-axis. For example, this one. For example, this is your V1, this is your V2, and then this is your focus 2, and then your focus 1. Okay, always remember that the focus are the vertices and then the foci is always collinear. Okay, the focus and then the vertices is always collinear to the center. Okay. For example, here's your center. So, okay. So, ibig sabihin, pag major horizontal axis, mas mahaba yung x-axis natin or yung horizontal na line kaysa sa vertical na line. That's why it's called minor. Ibig sabihin, mas maliit siya na line. Okay? So, sa horizontal axis, ang major axis mo is x-axis, yung minor axis mo is yung y-axis. So, example here is your W1, then W2. So, let's connect. So, here is the there you go. Ayan siya. Okay? Remember this one, from the center to the vertex, center to the vertex, from here, it's called A. Okay? From the center, another one, from the center to the focus, it's called C. Okay? So it means that the length of the vertex 1 and vertex 2 is 2a because this from the center to the vertex A, so it's like this one, V1 to V2, it's 2a. So a plus a is equals to 2a. So it means that the major or the length of the major axis is always 2a. So how about the W1 and W2? So W1, it's called this one, it's called B. Okay, so therefore the W1 to W2, it is called 2B. So B plus B, it is 2B. Okay, question, are we clear for this one? Okay, pakitandaan ha, from the center to the vertex, it is called A. Okay, from the center to the focus, it's called C. And then from the center to W1 or the co-vertices, it is called B. Okay, the length of the major axis, it is 2a. For the minor axis, it is 2b. Okay? Okay, next, we're going to discuss about the vertical axis. So, the vertical axis, major, ibig sabihin, mas malaki yung nakatayo na line natin. Ibig sabihin, nakaline siya sa y-axis natin. So, it goes like this one. So, vertex and focus again, collinear siya sa center. And then, siya yung major, yung vertex 1 and vertex 2, siya yung major principal axis natin, or principal axis natin. So, since it is vertical, nandito yung vertex natin. So, V1, V2, example lang to ha. So, focus, bago mag-vertex, nandito yung focus, focus 1, focus 2, and then therefore here is our center. So the W1, W2 lie on the x-axis and it is the minor. Ibig sabihin, mas maliit siya dito sa y-axis natin. Let's go like this one. Example. W1 and then W2. So let's connect. See here. And goes like this. Okay. Okay. Like clear for this one. Okay, tandaan po ha. Always remember that the vertex and the focus always collinear with the center. Collinear, ibig sabihin magkasama sila sa isang line. Yung mga coordinates natin magkasama sa isang line. Okay? Okay, always remember that the major horizontal axis, ibig sabihin nakahiga yung line natin, yung pinakamahaba, and pag sa major vertical, ibig sabihin pinahabang line natin, naka-vertical. Okay? So the equation or the formula of the major horizontal axis, if our center is located at the origin, so the equation is like this one: x squared over a squared plus y squared over b squared is equals to 1, where a is greater than b. Okay, how about if the center is not located in the origin? Just say c is h comma k. So the equation we're going to use is x minus h squared over a squared plus y minus k squared over b squared is equals to 1, where a is greater than b. Okay, next, the major vertical axis. So the center is in the origin, so it's y squared. It's the same, almost the same with the major horizontal axis. A squared plus x squared over b squared is equals to 1. And if the center is not located at the origin, the equation is y minus k squared over a squared plus x minus h squared over b squared is equals to 1, where a is greater than b. Okay? So what have you noticed for this equation? Diba almost the same sila? The difference is that above of the a is x, and then for the vertical is y. Okay? So lagi pong tandaan, pag yung a, ang kasama ni a is x, ibig sabihin po, horizontal siya. Okay? Pag kasama ni a si y, ibig sabihin, vertical siya. So, kailan natin malalaman kung a ba yung nasa denominator ni x or ni y? So, malalaman na natin siya pag yung a is greater than b. Ibig sabihin, hahanapin mo yung mas malaki na denominator. Kung sino yung mas malaking denominator, automatic siya yung a natin, and then yung a, siya yung magsasabi kung anong major axis yung meron tayo. Nakuha po ba? Okay? Si a po yung magsasabi kung anong major axis ang meron sa given na ibibigay. Okay? Always remember that if a kasama si x, horizontal, pag si a kasama si y, vertical. Are we clear? Next. Okay, let's have an example number 1. Okay, example number 1, x squared over 25 plus y squared over 16 is equals to 1. Okay, always remember that a is greater than b, and then si a yung magsasabi kung ano yung axis or major na gagamitin natin. Okay, so having this equation, which one is bigger or greater? 25 or 16? It is 25. So it means that the value of our a is 25, and then our b is 16. Okay? So, it means, kasama ni A si X, ibig sabihin, major horizontal axis yung gagawin natin. So, the formula of the major horizontal axis, it is x squared over a squared plus y squared over b squared is equals to 1. So, what is the value of our a squared? The value of our a squared is 25, and then the value of our b squared is 16. So now we're going to find a look for the c squared. Remember this one, the focus is C, the vertex or the vertices is A, and then the co-vertices is B. So now we're going to find the focus since we already have the vertices and the co-vertices. So to find the focus, we're going to use the formula of the triangle inequality of the ellipse, which is c squared is equals to a squared minus b squared. Okay? What we're going to do is just substitute the value of a squared and b squared in order for us to come out the value of c squared. So, do this one. So, c squared is equals to, what is the value of a squared? It is 25. What is the value of our b squared? It is 16. So, 25 minus 16 is equals to 9. So, the value of our c squared is 9. So, what is the value of c? To get rid of c, we have to square root both sides by, we have to square both sides to enable us to get rid of the 2. So, cancel. So, c, what is the square root of 9? It is 3. So, therefore, our c is 3. So, are we done? Hindi pa tayo tapos. Okay. So, having this one, we have to find the C. Kasi, di ba sabi kanina, ang value ng focus at saka vertices natin, C, A, and B, wala siyang squared. So, you have to get rid of the squared for the A, B, and C. So, for A, what is the square root of 25? It is 5. So, here, we're going to write positive, negative 5. For this one, B, positive, negative. What is the square root of 16? It is 4. Very good. What is the square root of 9? It is positive 3. Nakuha na natin kanina. Okay? So now, kailan mo malalaman kung yung positive 5 and negative 5 is nakalay siya sa X or sa Y or sa H or sa K? So, since it is major horizontal axis, ibig sabihin yung A natin nasa, or yung 5 natin nasa H. Kasi, since it is horizontal axis, di ba? Ang A natin, or yung vertices natin, is nakalay siya sa major horizontal, major axis natin. So, ibig sabihin, it goes like this one. Sulat natin siya sa coordinates, ha? Para mas clear. So, 5, 0, and negative 5, 0. Okay. Next, B. So, di ba yung B natin minor? Di ba yung major natin is ganito? So, ibig sabihin, yung B natin minor, ibig sabihin, nasa Y siya. So, yung value ng 4 natin, nasa K. Okay? So, 0, 4, and 0, negative 4. Okay? For the C, di ba ang C, collinear siya sa A? So, ibig sabihin, nasa H siya. So, bale, tatandaan nyo lang, pag yung A natin nasa H siya, ganon din po yung sa C nyo para hindi kayo maguluhan. Okay? So, 3, that is 3, 0, and then, negative 3, 0. Okay, so this is the vertex 1, vertex 2, W1, W2, focus 1, focus 2. Okay? Okay, let's graph para mas maintindihan natin. Okay, let's erase this one para medyo malaki yung space. Okay, so minor natin, naka-vertical. Major natin, naka-horizontal. Since ang kasama ni A is si X. So, mas malaki yung horizontal kaysa kay vertical. So, here's our center. So, let's plot. So, the vertex 1 is positive 5, 0. So, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's here. It's your vertex 1. Negative 5, 0 for vertex 2. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here. So, vertex 2. Next, for the b squared or for the co-vertices, it is 0, negative 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's here. So, W1. 0, negative 4 for W2. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. W2. Next, C squared. Collinear siya sa vertex. So, sa center. So, here's our center, vertex and center. So, dito siya maglalayong C natin. So, let's count. It's 3, 0. So, 1, 2, 3. So, this is your focus 1. For focus 2, it's negative 3, 0. So, 1, 2, 3. This is our focus 2. So, let's connect to form an ellipse. Ayan siya. Okay. Clear po ba? Okay. You have questions? Okay, next one. Okay, next example. Number 2. X squared over 9 plus y squared over 25 is equals to 1, where A is greater than B. Okay, remember this one. A is greater than B. So, locate which denominator is bigger and less than. So, 25 is greater than 9. Therefore, our A is 25 and our B is 9. Okay, so what formula or what types of axes we're going to have? So, ang kasama ni A si Y. So, ibig sabihin, it is major vertical axis. So, the formula or the equation is y squared over a squared plus x squared over b squared is equals to 1. Okay, substitute natin. What is the value of our a squared? It is 25. What is the value of our b squared? It is 9. Ma'am, okay lang po ba magkapalit? Kasi dito po sa given, it is, pangalawa po yung y squared. X po yung nauna. Dito po, okay lang po magkapalit sila kasi hindi naman po sila malilipat dito sa equal sign. So, ibig sabihin, since it is positive, same lang po, okay lang po, wala po magbabago. Okay? So, kung maguluhan kayo na ibaliktad, okay lang naman. Kung mas better sa inyong gayahin tong ganito, okay lang din naman po. Kasi, same lang din naman siya ng sign, hindi siya magbabago. Okay, now, how to get the value of c squared? C squared yung hahanapin natin kasi siya yung wala sa given. So, alam naman natin yung focus is yung C, yung vertex natin or vertices natin, siya yung A. So, yung co-vertices natin, siya yung B. Okay? So, how to get the value of C? Use the triangle inequality. C squared is equals to a squared minus b squared. So, substitute natin. What is the value of our a squared? It is 25 minus what is our b squared? It is 9. So, 25 minus 9 is equals to 16. So, c squared, to get the value of our c squared is 16. Okay, how to get the value of c? Square root natin both sides to get rid or cancel this squared. So, c, what is the square root of c? It is 4. So, the value of c is 4. So, here, let's write positive, negative, 4. Okay. So, what is our b? What is the square root of 9? It is positive, negative, 3. What is the square root of 25? It is positive negative 5. Okay, remember, yung major axis na gagamitin natin dito, it is vertical or MVA or major vertical axis. Okay? Major vertical axis. Nakatayo siya. So, major, yung natin, mas malaki yung or yung y-axis natin kaysa sa x-axis natin. So, kung naguluhan kayo sa ganito, di ba yung a natin is y? Ibig sabihin, k siya. So, magiging ganito siya pag isulat sa coordinate natin. So, 0, 5, and 0, negative 5. Since nga, ang kasama sa a is y, so vertical, ibig sabihin, yung a natin is nasa k. So, same lang sila sa c. Ito yung c para medyo hindi kayo maguluhan. So, yung a at saka c, same sila. Nakalay sila sa isang line or axis. So, gayahin natin dito. So, 0, what is the value of our c? That's 4. And 0, negative 4. So, B. So, yung B natin, pag vertical yung major, yung minor, naka-horizontal. So, ibig sabihin, yung value ng B nasa H. So, 3, 0, and negative 3, 0. Nakuha po ba? Okay, let's plot. Okay, mas mahaba yung vertical. Mas maliit yung horizontal. Okay, what is the value of our A? A is positive, 0, positive 5. So, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's V1. Next, 0, negative 5. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the vertex 2. Then, next one, the B is positive 3, 0. So, let's count horizontal. 1, 2, 3. It's W1. Then, 1, 2, 3. W2. So, C is the focus. Focus is collinear with the vertex in the center. So, it's here. So, let's count. 0, negative 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, it's here. Focus 1. Then, 0, negative 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, here is your focus. Let's connect. Ayan na siya. Okay? Clear po ba?